fucker bugger.
The GallowgateShots podcast is sponsored by TyreSpot, the North East's leading tyre supplier with branches across the region. TyreSpot don't just do tyres, they cover everything from servicing to wheel alignment. They can handle every aspect of your car's maintenance. For more information, visit tyrespot.co.uk. Enjoy the episode.
Good afternoon and welcome. You've nearly had an insight to the James Bond chat, but we'll maybe talk about that a little bit later on. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us. Today we have Dean. Hello, Dean.
Hello, mate. How are you doing?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Andy.
Afternoon, gents.
And making a very welcome return there, Harry Raza.
Hello, Troy. Harry. How we doing, lads?
I'm all good here. Right, so just before Ange Postecoglou loses his job, I suppose the best to go through what the Newcastle lineup's going to be. They've just scored a third, so there we go. Unlucky. Should we just dive straight into the lineup, gentlemen?
Why not?
Put the pleasantries aside. However, then, let's go on. So, sorry to plonk it right in the middle of your faces there, so we'll have to go like this. Right, so as you can see along the ticker at the bottom there, it is a pretty predicted side. Pope, Trippier. I hate it when they don't do it. I hate it when they don't do it in the actual.
Yeah. It does my head in.
It is, man. Bruno's up top with Ben.
We're second guessing. Yeah, I mean that is a big and a little in combination of some skill, I tell you. So Pope, Trippier, Botman, Joe Linton, Tonali, Gordon, Chow, Elanga, Voltamada, Burn and Bruno. And then if you can just make out along the bottom there, substitutes the regulars, but also the welcome return of Jacob Ramsey. So let's get rid of that. We'll look at Brighton in a minute. Dean, world's famous Mackham. What do you reckon?
Do you know what it's right? Do you know what it is? I generally think that's the strongest side we're going to put out. I think he's going for it, which is good. With our current fullback situation, probably the best fullbacks we've got available at the minute. I reckon we're going to win, lads. I still think it's going to be a 1-0 Jacob Ramsey off the bench when we win the game. But I think we'll be quite comfortable in this game. Defensively, I think we'll be solid.
You're sticking to your preview prediction there. I saw it. I was like, oh, all right, okay, he's going in with Ramsey. So late substitute appearance later on, maybe. Andy, what do you make of it? Obviously, it's probably what most people expected. There's been a little bit made of Joe Linton and Bruno traveling. I think they were in South Korea, then they were in Japan. So they've had, I think that was on the 14th, and then they've traveled back 17, 18 hours. Do we think they're both going to have gravy in their legs, or will we be fine?
I think we'll be fine. I don't think Bruno's ever going to have gravy in his legs. The lad just never seems to stop. But yeah, I am happy. I think, although in the preview there was talk of Alex Murphy and Lascelles, which did send shivers up the spine. I think that might have been you, Dean. But,
what?
we were just rotation and things like that, obviously with the Champions League. But I think Howe clearly knows that he's got to re-get that momentum that we had going into the break. So you've got to go for your strongest team. You've got to keep playing Chow and Botman. They look class together. I guess the only question really was just whether it was going to be Murphy or Elanga, but he's clearly just gone for the pure pace. So I fancy us, and the bench is looking a bit stronger, like you say, with Ramsey. And it's nice to see Willock found his way out of York Maze as well.
Yes, Raza, I'm sorry to tease you with a thought of gravy there just before kick-off. I do apologize.
Yeah, what are you doing to us?
Raza, have you ever been lost in a maze in York? Or?
Funnily enough, no. I had to laugh at Eddie Howe, though. I don't know if you've seen it, where he was asked the question in the press conference, and he said, I did just double check, and I had to have a giggle, because I thought, well, he might be a little bit thick, Willock, because a couple of weeks previous, I think he ran out of petrol, so possibly him getting stuck in a maze, wasn't too far-fetched. But no, going on the lineup, I think with a couple of, the lads touched on it before. Probably what best lineup we've got, considering obviously we've got fullback situation with Tino and Lewis Hall. Obviously, I think they will be starters, but they'll fit, but they're not there. Obviously, Joe Linton, he hasn't been great this season, but I think I really miss him when he's not playing, and that sounds stupid because he hasn't sort of hit the heights that we know he can. Yeah. But he's a massive presence here, he's in them force. He's a lump. He does what exactly what he needs to do. And I think we are weakened when he's not in the team. So nice to see him back in. Yeah. The only worry is obviously it's left back, Dan Burn. But having said that, if he was getting mullered, you can certainly Trippier across there, stick Kraft on, so see what it is. But like the lads have said, I'm a bit confident for today, and I hope I'm not too confident because we always tend to have a bit of a hard game down there. But looking at that lineup, it is the strongest lineup, and he's gone for it, didn't he?
I didn't say I was confident, like.
Yeah, I mean,
the finish we'll have to break away from the championship game, man. The last time we beat them was at Diarmé freak goal. We can't go on for another 10 years not beating these away. It's ridiculous.
It's one of them places, isn't it, where we just don't seem to travel too well down there. Yeah. So hopefully, we kick on from the start because we've been a little bit slow this season, So after the break, hopefully, they've sorted ourselves out straight from the off, and who knows, I mean, it's one of them things, isn't it? We either win 1-0 or we could win 4-0. There's no sort of happy medium between it at the minute, No,
there's not.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. Just diving into some of the comments there. Thank you very much for joining us, those people who are joining us live. Auntie Claire's here. Hope we get a decent 3 points.
Hi, Auntie Claire.
So hi, Auntie Claire. Somebody's on the I imagine it's probably Chris. Sorry, Raz, that they were,
Run, you think? Is that about me or not? Or
Razak, you remember that graffiti that people used to do with the bald kid when his nose was hanging out at the top of the wall?
I'll see you later.
See you later, Razak.
Oh my god. So Razak, like you're saying about, are we going to sit back? Are we going to contain? Given the recent record down there. It does, this combination, green kit, Minty and Welbeck starting are we haven't got a lot of luck in this green kit, have we, Dean?
No.
And Minty against Burn, I know, I think it was Raza that touched on about, the pace, and I am a little bit worried about that aspect of the game, the way that they're going to line up.
Yeah, I think for me, just every time we wear like them green kits in the past 3 years, we haven't done well in them. You know what I mean? Oh God, I've said the forbidden word. Sorry, but I think that green kit is cursed. So we need to break the curse today and batter them 3-0. But like I say, I think it's going to be a 1-0. I'll take a 1-0. I'll even take a draw at this point. But I want us to kick on now. I want to start dominating game because you can see what Big V brings to the team, and Gordon being on the form he's in. Gordon has to start getting them passes he's doing and getting in the box and scoring. And I'm hoping today is the day they click. And hopefully Alanga has a good game. I mean, don't get us wrong, I think Alanga will be a good player for us, but at the minute I think he's just still finding his footing. Jacob Murphy, again, and like I said in the preview, I still think he has the best cross in our team in terms of getting the balls in the box, the strikers. So hopefully Alanga today has a good game today. Like he did against UNSG, because I thought he was good against UNSG. When he came
I was probably his best game, to be fair. Yeah.
Andy, the lineup that we've gone with, like Sonu and Davey here, it is the strongest lineup probably that we can have out there. Should we fear anything from Brighton? I mean, we can quickly dive into the Brighton lineup if you like, and we'll kind of see. Let's see how I think that's that one there. Let's see how they line up. So, they do go with that 4 at the back. I mean, Lewis Dunk and Van Hecker, I rate that Van Hecker. I think we were possibly in for him, but apart from Minty, is there anything there that you think, oh no, it's not looking good for it?
Where Brighton have been the same for the past 5 years, where they never really have standout players, but the sum of the parts is always class. They were always really well coached. the way they like run the club, they always get the right sort of players in. So that Ayari's a really good player. Ruter's sort of been up and down, but when he finds his form, he's a good player. Then you have Welbeck, who's probably still only like 29, but it feels like he's been around for like 35 years. Always finds a way to score, and obviously scored a quality goal against us at St James's. So with Brighton, you obviously Minter's the one that stands out for the pure sort of ex-Newcastle thing, but they're just a really well put together team. I don't think they're necessarily doing as well as they were under De Zerbi and people that came before. But it's just that thing with Brighton. We just, for whatever reason, Brighton, Bournemouth, anywhere on the south coast, we just can't do it for some reason. But,
apart from Southampton, we'll always beat them quite comfortably. Other team, I agree with you. Other teams are.
Yeah, but like Dane sort of touched on there, like it's the sort of, we're at the stage now as a club where we need to not have these bogey teams. Our bogey team should be Liverpool and Arsenal, not Brighton. And that's no disrespect to Brighton, but if we want to become an elite club, like clearly that's the plan for the Saudis and what we're all hoping for, we need to be going to Brighton confident and not like I am, where I'm still just reserved that Danny Welbeck's going to get the better of Chow and Botman, which is just ridiculous. But I'm relatively confident, but you can always tell with us in the first 5-10 minutes how the game's going to go, especially away from home. So if it clicks, we'll know straight away. If within 5 minutes we've conceded a corner and it's backs to the wall, we may as well all just go for a walk until half time, I think.
I'll just go for a bath in gravy.
Find a dog to walk or something like that.
I'll watch the Sunderland game instead. That's what I'll do.
Who are you playing this week?
Wolves. We're playing Wolves, mate. Well, I've got Danny Welbeck's my favourite Sunderland player.
Funny enough, lads, my father's visiting over from the UK, and he's in Mackham, and he's currently I'm on the pull-out bed here. This is the pull-out bed. So my dad for the last 2 weeks has had Alan Shearer, he's had Nobby Solano, David Ginola staring over him in his sleep. So I've had
your Botman sign either.
Yeah, and the Botman sign as well. He's had it all. Actually, it's two of Nobby Solano, but it's Nobby Solano. So he's upstairs now, just about to watch the Sunderland game, and I'm down in the basement about to watch the Newcastle game. So never the twain shall meet. So, well, while Dean brought the subject onto Sunderland, so today is quite a significant day. Did anybody catch what that significant day was in Newcastle United Sunderland history?
No.
I'll see if anybody in the comments jumps in. It's a very significant day. Who's the Mackham in the grave?
Nickelware mates, different start. Nickelware mates. I tell you.
Right, I'll give you a clue. Basically, the answer, not a clue, but you know what I mean.
That's the 18th today.
Liam O'Brien.
Get it. Yes, very significant day in the history of Newcastle United. I think this was the 11th straight victory against Sunderland back in the day. But by the way, I know I don't want to heap too much praise on the Mackhams, but that is an absolutely brilliant album cover. It's a brilliant program cover. That, I have to say, that's absolute quality. That,
Well,
yes,
half of it's good.
Yeah. Half it's good, aye. Half it's good. So, quick question. Obviously, the immortal lines. Raza, what were the immortal lines? What was the immortal commentary from that game?
I didn't know. I wasn't doing it.
However, it's spawned many a song.
Liam O'Brien, N.U. O'Brien, N.E. O'Brien. Who put the ball in the Mackham's net? O'Brien. Well, obviously that wasn't it, but that's a song.
I fancy Liam O'Brien over the wall.
All right.
Who said that line?
Roger Thames.
No, it wasn't Roger Thames.
Was it not Roger Thames?
It was the Cocoms.
Cocoms. Who would that have been?
Curly hair. Middlesbrough.
See him.
His name has a bit of alliteration in it. See if anybody in the comments has got it.
I can see him. Can't think of his name.
The only ex-smoggy I can think of with
Chris Kamara.
Chris Kamara. Exactly. Could have been.
Used to manage Middlesbrough.
Mowbray.
No.
No. Oh,
There you go.
Lenny Lawrence.
Lenny Lawrence.
Yeah.
Lenny
Any
Lawrence
idea, Dane? Because I don't.
Apologies.
Before my time, mate.
Not born in the 80s. You probably wouldn't have any idea what we're talking about. Went off on a bit of a tangent there with a bit of Liam O'Brien reference, but that was the great man who spawned the great song. In
that Norwich
songs
kit's
afterwards.
amazing as well. It always just reminds me of Subbuteo for some reason, that kit, because I always have that.
That's probably one of my favourite away kits, actually.
Yeah,
it
is looks like
beautiful.
That is a beautiful one. I do hope, like, obviously there is the trend for kind of bringing back these old kits, but imagine like Bruno or some, one of the Brazilians in that little beauty.
Oh, gorgeous.
Oh, dear me. Oh,
we used to have green before the Saudis as well.
Yeah,
we did.
There we go. Aye, so that was just a nice little dip into a little bit of history there. Speaking of a little bit of history, I suppose we've went through the team. I mean, I wouldn't say it was a deep dive, but that's probably more my fault than anybody else's. But let's play our brilliant game. Sorry, I think this will be. Is this, Dean? You've played this game before, haven't you?
I don't think I have. No, I think it's my first time.
Raza's definitely not played it. I don't think Andy's played it. It's called I or No. Right. Raza, I can see you've just moved to the edge of your seat.
This to me the other day when I was sat on the phone, but not to worry.
You what?
You never mentioned this to me the other day on the phone. How well?
No. Well, I've got to. Now, if I know the fans and I'd know the fans, I'm sure they'll want another episode. So there we go. Right. Okay. So all it is, I've got some ex-Newcastle players who may or may not have played for Brighton and Hove Albion. Okay. They have to have played a first team game for them in some competition. Okay. So they've all played for Newcastle, but have they also played for Brighton? Therefore, your answer is I or
No.
All said three different things there, man.
I'm scared to speak to you, man.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to work. Let's see. How cruel should I be? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If it's an I, give you a thumbs up. If it's a no, give us a thumbs down, right? I'll give you a little countdown. No cheating, right? And feel free to comment on the join in on the comments and have a little guess yourself, right? Okay, some of them are obscure, some of them you might never know, but let's just go for it anyway. There's a few journeymen in there. So I'm going to start. Let's go. Tim Krul. What do we think? Tim Krul. I or no? 3, 2, 1. Yes, he did. Yes, he had a little spell on loan at Brighton and Hove Albion. And I suppose a little mention for this man as well, James Milner. I didn't put him in the quiz because it's obvious he's played for every team pretty much, but a true professional. Blue Rhythm Boy, yep, correct. He went in with a thumbs up. Let's
just retired, hasn't he?
Cool. The next one, he has just retired.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll get some role at Newcastle. Maybe he can replace Shola on the loan job because that seems to be going really well for him. Yeah, mate. I wonder if this new guy who's coming from Forest. That's got to be just to go on a bit of a divergence here. That's got to be a priority, hasn't it, Raza?
It's got to be. I mean,
loan situation.
Obviously, I know we're in the middle of this fabulous quiz, but I think that's the only criticism, to be fair, that you could highlight the club. Given the summer we've had with sort of transfers and stuff like that, where we haven't kind of got key positions nailed in, like in terms of management level, like board, etc. So I think that they've had the real, obviously the summer we've had with the Isaac, the Rat, the situation with that, we've kind of had our pants pulled down and been shown that although we've got this financial backing, we're still a little bit amateurish, shall I say, in the sort of running of the club. We knew Darren Eales, etc. was going, and then we made the appointment that Mitchell, the crack, he never got on with Howe. So I think these are key positions that they need. Certainly before January, before another transfer window, but just in the sort of longevity of running the club, so we appear more professional. What I mean? So it can only be a good appointment because, like you say, has Shola done really any good when it comes to loans? Yeah.
I think the only one he's done good was Minter. That was literally it. It was Minter. Literally the only good one that we sold him. So
he's ended up just scoring against us. No chance for that, Shola.
So,
Right, speaking of professionalism, back to the quiz. Right, let's go. Another classic. We're getting a few classic shirts in today. Actually, there's a few. Just having a look at the selection of pictures I've got. We're going to go with this gentleman, Patrick Van Aanholt. Did he play for Newcastle and Brighton? 3, 2, 1.
No.
Yeah, you are correct, gentlemen. He didn't. I thought
it was Palace. It was Palace, wasn't he? Went to after.
It's a good picture of him, like.
Yeah.
It's a good. I mean, what a shirt that is! Like that. Is classic. Absolute. Razza, did you have that one?
Mate, I've got the shorts. For some reason, I never got the top. But I got the shorts and the socks for 5-a-side.
The blue black one was the best from that season. The blue and black one we had.
Yes,
yeah,
that was gorgeous.
I've got that top somewhere.
Very underrated. Okay.
Right.
This, I'm going to argue that this is probably the best away shirt in the selection that we'll have of players. I'm going to go with this gentleman here. Maybe it's for our older viewers. Wearing the yellow and green, by the way. It's Mark McGee. Mark McGee.
Right.
I'll have to go to the comment. I bet you Blue Rhythm boys on this one, I bet. And actually, the team that he's playing against is Brighton and Hove Albion.
Yeah.
So what do we think? Mark McGee. Bit of a journeyman, a lot of managerial jobs.
Just to be different.
I'll have a guess.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. He was a no. He was a no. He was a manager at Brighton and Hove Albion, but he never played a game for Brighton and Hove Albion. Probably took part in training and scored a few pingers, but no, he didn't. He didn't play a game for them.
Whoever that defender
I
is,
got
by
the
the
shorts
way.
in the socks. Who does that, man? He's done you there, like Raz.
I'm gone. I'm away here.
Right. Okay. You're doing pretty well, gentlemen. Pretty well so far. Let's see if you can get another one. I'm going to throw another one at you. Let me see. Right, here we go. Lamana Lua. The cartwheeling legend in Legends Bar Newcastle, I would say, and Julie's 2 and various other establishments. What do we think? Aye or no? Let's have a look quickly look at the comments as well. We've got an aye. I think that's for this one. He was actually a no.
Portsmouth, wasn't it?
Because Enger played.
He went on trial there, but his brother played for them.
Right.
You see? I don't mess about, you know.
I know Miluala was.
You knew your Luaz was. But do you know your Gail Biggie Romanas? Another bit of a journeyman came through. I think we got him from West Brom, and he had he sort of sparkled initially.
It was Wigan, wasn't it? Wasn't it Wigan?
Was it Coventry? I thought we got Coventry.
Oh, maybe it was Coventry, wasn't it? It was Coventry. Oh. You're right. I think you're right. So, Gail Biggie Romana, a little bit of a journeyman after he left us, bummed around a bit. Did he play for Brighton and Hove Albion, however?
I haven't got a Scooby.
3, 2, 1. He was a no. No, he didn't. No,
I'm gonna get hammered in the comments here. I can feel it now. I can feel it coming.
No, he didn't.
You're just showing your Macam roots here.
I am. I really am.
Journeyman here, but like still a classic player. A proper. He's an EFL/Barclays man. Well, not Barclays man, but he's a Premier League man, and he was doing bits last season. Chris Wood. Ooh. Now he's had a long list of loans. He's had a long list of teams. But did he ever play for Brighton and Hove Albion? What do we think? Has he even been down on the south coast? Has he seen that smelt that beautiful sea air and seen the wonderful vistas? What do we reckon? 3, 2, 1. He did have a little spell there.
Oh!
Yes, he had a little spell there. The next one's gonna be a man who pretty much makes every single episode of this. Have I got his picture on? Oh, his picture's not on here. I'm just gonna hide his name out there. Leon Best. Did Leon Best play for Brighton and Hove Albion?
Best chest control in Premier League history, that man.
A very underrated player for me.
He was.
You know.
We should never have sold him. When we qualified for Europe that year and we finished 5th, we should never have sold him going to Europe because he scored goals, man.
He did all right.
Scored a hat-trick against West Ham, didn't he?
So, 3, 2, 1. I did. He played for Brighton and Hove Albion. Of course he did. Scotty got there. Pavin there with a Hail Mary. He definitely got it. There we go. And he got an eye. I don't want Scott to lose out on an eye here. He did Chris Wood. Aye. Right. We've got a couple more in us before we'll wrap up. This is what Razza's hair used to look like before he lost it all. Another classic goalkeeper top. Dave Besant. The much maligned Dave Besant. Proper journeyman, almost up there with Budgie. I have to say that is a classic goalkeeper shirt. Razza, you must have had that keeper shirt.
Mate, I had a green one, but I don't think it was from the same season.
Right.
Was that your Tommy Wright one?
Oh, the Tommy Wright. Aye. Ready?
I'm saying no for him.
3. See the comments. 2, 1. He was an eye. He did. He did. Let me find where he did play. He had a little loan there. Back in the day. In between Wigan and Wycombe Wanderers, you'll probably remember now. So.
Oh, that one. Aye. Great game.
Aye. Razza, you probably just had the shorts for that one.
Oh, yeah. I only had one keeper glove.
What did you use that one for?
Comb in my hair.
What in your hair? Comb in your hair.
Comb in my hair.
Oh, comb in your hair.
We all heard it.
Aloe vera drinks.
We did. We did like.
Lucasade, mate, believe it or not. I've got a bad throat. I've got a bad throat. I'm on the Lucasade.
Oh,
can you believe it?
Oh no. Who was Sunderland playing the day? No, they can't be. No, I thought the game had kicked off. I thought they were getting beat 1-0, but it's an old replay. Thank God.
Wishful thinking, Banksy.
I thought I'd miss kick off again, Razza.
Right, don't be nasty, lads. Don't be nasty, lads. How
Nah. Right, I'll give you one last one, and then we'll start to wrap up, gentlemen.
Paul Kitson.
Player from back in the archives, Paul Kitson.
That was Lush Kit as well.
Lush Kit.
A lovely home shirt.
Paul
I had
Kitson.
the top short and socks on that one.
Did you have the full gear, did you?
I had the full kit, aye.
There must have been, was that the end of the season when it was on sale, was it?
No, believe it or not. Well, the kids, actually, hanging behind us, the kid sizes, Ella's now, you know what I mean? So I've got them bought for like birthdays, Christmas, etc. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Paul Kitson, did he play it with him?
Paul Kitson.
I'm gonna say aye.
I'm up guessing I'd say aye as well.
3, 2, 1. Yes, he did. Aye, amongst many others, he made a few appearances for them. Another question: has Ange been sacked?
Oh, I haven't seen the result. Did Chelsea win?
3-0. Aye.
No.
When I watched it, I think Gibbs White he had a couple of chances. You know what I mean? It was 0 each. TXM. Yeah. Forrester 2-0 up, so I didn't know the result, but you know, poor Ange, he always wins a trophy in his second year. So
he does. Aye. He's just a Steve Bruce with an accent, and he
really is. Like he really is.
He's absolutely terrible. He's so bad.
Pedro not getting a single involvement for any of those. Fantasy teams in tatters already.
Well, I was doing pretty well in my fantasy, and then I get to Friday, and I'm like, and then it's too late to change it, and then I end up changing for the following week, and then I forget about that. So
Semenyo's been he's been the best for me. Like Semenyo, my fantasy team, he's been unreal for me. I wish we signed him, in the summer. I really do. I love Semenyo. What a player!
Yeah, he's unreal.
Well, hopefully Eddie Howe's got the new sporting director on transfers. I did mention in the pre-game that he would give him a little bit of time to get his feet under the desk before he starts badgering him about transfers. But
I don't think we'd be the only team after him, though. You know, he's probably been one of the players of the season so far. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Quality.
So, I think the first player we'll sign back with a new director is going to be Elliot Anderson. I think we'll sign him back. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's been the first one Eddie Howe's list saying get him back because we do miss him in our team because he's class now. He's been brilliant.
I think sort on about Anderson. I think he needed to leave.
He did. He did.
To, to what people recognise now. Because let's face it, he wouldn't have gotten the first team opportunities that he's getting.
Yeah.
Obviously, at Forest, he's getting England recognition, and rightly so, because we all knew there was a talented kid there.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him back, but I don't know. Money talks, and especially with Forest in their owner. If you listen to the press, apparently Man City are going to come in.
Man City will go for him.
But then again, would he go to City and possibly do? You think about the kid who they signed from Leeds. I forget his name now.
Calvin Phillips.
He went on loan to West Ham and everything. And he stalled his career. So.
I think it's different now though, because Man City's midfield is getting older. Like they already got rid of De Bruyne, and Rodri isn't as good as he was. I just think if we do sign Anderson, we should send him Vlachodimos back. Just do it back the other way.
Have him back for now. There you are.
Right. There's another success. Well, I think he actually has been playing on loan. That Vlachodimos, I'm sure he has been playing.
Yeah, it's Seville, isn't he? Seville.
Yeah. So maybe Shola is doing a great job. Maybe it's that kid who's gone to where Belgium's just shite.
Not very good, you mean?
Oh, there you go. Ange has been.
That was quick.
Oh my word, that is incredible.
That's a joke. That actually is a joke. They should have kept Nuno.
It'll be interesting to see who they bring in. I mean, Nuno. I think Nuno knew he played it well. Nuno, especially, I think he sort of crossed words with Edu when he come in. And fair crack, I mean, at the end of the day, if you want about a sporting director, if you've got a sporting director and you want to bring a particular player in, and then you're being told, no, this is the player we're going after. It's one of them where, as a manager, you're judged on getting 3 points on a Saturday or a Sunday whenever you play.
Yeah. If
you haven't got the players you want in to play in the system that you want, then ultimately, your job it's hard already. So fair crack them for coming out and having the balls, because there's a few things he said in the press where you were like, he's just waiting for them to sack him. You know what I mean? And it's one of them. You look at Forest, they could have built on a good season last year, but instead, I mean, look at them. We're talking Elliot Anderson, Gibbs White. They might be away in January, depending on who they bring in, manager-wise, And
Gibbs White was basically away at Spurs, wasn't he? And
he was
held at gunpoint and made to sign a new contract.
They kidnapped him.
Mr. Marinakis, I'm really pleased to play for you.
It's like one of them. It's like a scene from a cave in Afghanistan, where they're like, "Oh, I'm very happy here."
Palace fans put it on the flag, didn't they? Before Palace played Forest, they want to spin it on the flag, but. I mean, Forest they could have possibly shot themselves in the foot this season.
Yeah,
it's in Europa on Thursday. Well, that game when they manager now, they've got
two options. They've got two options: Potter or Dyche.
That's it.
Well, Potter's off to Sweden,
isn't he? Late stages of talks with Sweden, I think.
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
Good God. Him and Isaac.
I'm just wondering, right? So he's sacked 20 minutes, after the full time. Levels of awkwardness.
Yeah.
How does that physically work? Is he sort of go back in the change?
I think he knew before the game. He would have known before the game. I think he's been told before the game. Listen, if you don't get a result today, you're gone.
You're away. Simple as that. Yeah. I think that happened. Dino said it's one of them. If you didn't beat Chelsea, you're away. See you later.
I mean, it's a hard ask, because Chelsea are a bad team. So the fact that they've said that you've got to win this game, it's a bit hard. Like I say, it's Forest have shot themselves in the foot because Nuno was a great manager for them.
Yeah.
Regardless of the board and all the politics, keep him in charge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the players played with Nuno as well, didn't they? They bought into him. Whereas you then bring a new manager in, and it's sort of Ange ball. Obviously got griefed at Spurs for it, I mean, and I won a trophy. He was successful at Celtic. I mean, we could be successful in Scotland. You know what I mean? There's only two teams.
Playing.
That's not being horrible, but there is. As long as you,
is that Hearts and Celtic?
Well, mate, at the minute, it is. I mean, there's. You look at Rangers. You've got somebody who's going to come into Rangers. They're not going to win the league this year. Simple as that. Yeah. It's it's mad. So.
Well, I think my money's on, lads. I'll buy you a pint if I'm not right. I reckon it's going to be Dyche getting the job for Forest.
Yeah.
That's my money's on Dyche. Or maybe never. I'll lace Mike Gannon. You never know. Sam Allardyce might come back out of the woodwork and he might go for the job. Steve Bruce is out of work. Steve Bruce
Get the band back together. Get all the dinosaurs back.
Did Dyche not play for? Did Dyche play for Forest?
Yeah, I think so.
Did he?
I think he played on.
He played for Forest on that club.
Yeah. I think Dyche should be the perfect fit, really, because really now you just need to get them through the rest of the season.
Oh, get Bruce back in the game, man. Get Steve Bruce back in the game, man. He'll do a great job. Come on, lads, roll your sleeves up. Just go for it.
I don't do politics, lads.
He will be a decent manager for them.
You know, he's not going to be as good as he was at Sunderland. So
no, he won't be. Or West Brom or Sheffield. No, I mean, he's a great guy, really. He just loves kebabs, man. He just loves kebabs in the sesh. You can't blame him.
There's no wrong with that. Come on. Where up your CV in?
all your favourites mentioned the day, kebabs.
I'm good for a lie, dude. Great kebabs. Yeah.
Right. So we're getting close to kick off. I know Razal will be getting a bit of an itchy bottom, so we'll get on to our predictions. So Dino, you already made a 1-0 prediction on the preview.
Yep. Sticking with that.
With Ramsey scoring, he'll be off the bench to score for you. Are you going to stick with that? Yeah.
100%, mate. Yeah, I've just got a feeling because we've got Ramsey's he's electric. He's electric pace. I think it's the day he scores his first goal. Yeah. Oh, here we go, Scotty.
What's a make him, Scott?
A make him.
Make him.
Right, Andy, what do you reckon, mate?
I think both teams to score definitely, just based on the fact they've scored 10, conceded 10. So I have a feeling it's going to be 1-1 going into the second half, and then it'll go either way. But I'll be confident and say it's us that does it.
Right,
2-1 win.
Nice one. Please feel free to add your predictions to the comments as well. It'd be good to see how confident we're all feeling. Give it a bit of a gauge as to how we're doing. Raza, always optimistic in life in general. So let's see if that applies today.
Yeah, I agree, Andy. I think both teams will score, probably Welbeck because he likes a goal against her. I'm going to go 2-1 as well. The big fella up front, I think he'll get a goal. And then I actually fancy Sandra to pop up and get a goal. You know,
shout that, Raza, shout.
2-1, but I'd take a 1-0 own goal as long as we win. You know, we just need to keep the momentum going.
We need to kick on now. We have to kick on now.
No more excuses. You've got to keep. You've got to build. Simple as that. So, all right, fingers crossed. What about you, Banksy? What's your prediction?
I'm going to go 2-0. I think we'll keep a clean sheet. I think the clean sheets will continue. I think, and it's going to be tricky with Minty up against Burn, but really we need Elanga and Tonali to sort of give them that support. But if we can get Minty sorted, I think that takes a big part out of the game. If we can get him subbed around 50 minutes, 60 minutes, and he's not having a good game, I think we'll be winning that game. So I'm going to go 2-0.
Cool. Nice.
However, come on. Boys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Oh, sorry, it's this morning here, but this afternoon for you boys. I told you Raza would finish in time. You've got you'll have 5 minutes, just to set up the Raza fan zone and get everything sorted.
Get your bottle on, Raza. Get your bottle on ready.
I'm going to have a bottle because I'm freezing. So I will have a bottle.
Put Metro Radio on and listen to the game live commentary, aye? Is that how you're going to see the game?
No. I didn't listen to night owls before I got into bed neither. I'm not that old, I didn't even listen or watch the game. I just wait for the pink to come out, and I just get that out of the game. So there's one for you. Remember
those were the days, weren't they? You could just walk past and just grab one on the way home.
Aye, mental, brilliant. Man. The football thing. Bring it back.
Mental. Twitter before there was Twitter, eh? Right. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us, and those people in the comments as well. Thank you very much for joining us and interacting with us on the GallowgateShots YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe and share the channel with everybody you know with a Newcastle leaning side, even you, Dino. If you want to check out some good content, go back and have a look at some of the last few releases from GallowgateShots. Mark and Bestie did a Who Am I game, which was hilarious.
It was
really funny. He was trying to guess Sammy Amiobi from yes or no questions. And, the chemistry between the two of them was absolutely brilliant. Bestie, let me just check that. It was very, very good. And then the lads did a full podcast on the potential, as we keep saying, new stadium and things like that. So go and check it out. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell somebody you don't like, tell somebody you do like. Don't tell them, Mackham, because they'll not listen. And hopefully we'll come back with 3 points from Brighton and Hove Albion. Gentlemen, I'll bid you good day. Enjoy the game, lads. And how are the lads?
How are the lads?
The GallowgateShots podcast is sponsored by TyreSpot, the North East's leading tyre supplier with branches across the region. TyreSpot don't just do tyres, they cover everything from servicing to wheel alignment. They can handle every aspect of your car's maintenance. For more information, visit tyrespot.co.uk. Enjoy the episode.